Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube, Shulchan Aruch Yomi, Table Enabled. Today we're doing Hilchos Tefillah Siman Kof Kaf Hey, including another week, 125. Talking about Dinei Kedusha. Kedusha is what the Shliach Tzibur says in the middle of Chazar Sashas. Everyone's answers, they put their feet together. There's two halachas. Aleph, Ein HaTzibur Omrim Im Shliach Tzibur Nakdishacha, right? The beginning of Kaddish, Kedusha. Before you say Kadosh, 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 the Chazan says Nakdishacha. Only the chazan should be saying it, not you. El shoskin or mechavne l'masha shleich tzibur omer. You have to have kavana and be yotze with him. Until he says the word kadosh, kadosh, kadosh. As onimat tzibur kadosh, they respond to him, right? If you look at kedusha, right, there's parts that the chazan says and the part that's responsive, right? You respond, the tzibur responds to him. You shouldn't be saying the words of the chazan. The Mishnah Berurah explains the reason is because he's considered the shliach tzibur. He's considered the emissary of the Tzibur. In what way is he the emissary of the Tzibur if he's doing something, if you're doing the exact same thing as him? You don't need a shliach to do the exact same thing. You already did it. Why are you sending him? That's the reason. I have a different reason. And Ian to lean on, you're not going to want to miss it coming up in the next year. Beis Tov L'Chavin Ragla B'Shasha Omer Kedusha Shliach Tzibur. The minhag of most people you'll see is that they put their legs together during kedusha. Now this is not a halacha. This is the Trumas Hadeshen. It's a good idea. People think this is Yargv al Yavor. People won't move during. You try to walk in. Some people are saying kedusha. They put their feet together. They won't move. You're allowed to move. It's just a nice mila from the Trumas Hadeshen. Hagav yesh lisa ahinaim lamoro b'shasha om kedusha. When you say kadosh kadosh kadosh, you should lift your eyes to the heaven. V'chein. Menanim gufan, you should move your body. A lot of people will raise themselves up on their tippy toes 3 times. Kadosh, kadosh, kadosh. This is where the source is, the Torah and the Shmuel Lakim. You shouldn't talk in the middle of Kedusha. All of these things, again, are milas. They're nice things to do. They're not mafurish in the Gemara, so don't think Yargv Yavar if you don't do these things. Even if you're Yosei Kedusha, you come to a tzibur that's saying Kedusha, right? The best thing to do is you should stand there and answer with them along, not to be Porosh at tzibur, but technically you're already Yotze with your first Kedusha. So again, this is a nice thing to do, but again, if there's pressing circumstances, all these things can be neglected, in my opinion. You don't have to worry about them. Like a lot of these things, these are things that are not cited in the Gemara. They're brought down from later Achronim or Rishonim that felt that these things were important. But again, if you want to accept upon yourselves, it's a nice thing to do, but don't think that you have to give up your life if you're not doing these things. Stay tuned for Ian Tolina, where I discussed Halakha Aleph. The reason you're not supposed to say what the Chazan says, especially in Kedusha, there's a very important reason that I want to express, not what the Mishnah Berurah says, based on the previous Ian Tolinas I've given in the previous couple of days. Stay tuned for Ian Tolina coming up next.